On today's show, there are many different honor societies the school offers, from core classes to fine arts. Khshaeta Cama highlights the National Art Honor Society and why it's important at the school. Bronwyn Liber has a preview of the girls' basketball season and what we can expect from our Blue Hawks. These stories and more on this edition of HTN Daily. We all have the Friday feeling today after a long election week, and we're still on the edge of our seats waiting for the winner of the election. I'm Grant Johnson, and we're live from Studio 1060. We could go on about the election for the next 8 minutes like every other news station, but I don't think that would be good for any of us. So give me 30 seconds and I'll get you up to date. As remaining ballots are being cast in several key states, the path to the U.S. presidency is narrowing. Joe Biden has taken the lead in Pennsylvania with 13,000 votes. Joe Biden has taken a 1,500 vote lead, which is less than the amount of people in our school today. This morning, the Georgia Secretary of State announced that the battleground state will conduct a recount of the 5 million votes cast. Arizona and Nevada are led by Joe Biden, and then North Carolina and Alaska are led by President Trump. Currently, no news outlets have called the election for each of the candidates running. We've talked a lot about the national news, but now Troy's Murphy has some things going on around campus.
Thank you, Grant. Here are today's announcements. The Khshaeta Club is sponsoring our first ever Rock Hill Blood Drive on Friday, November 20th in the foyer of the arena. If you are able and willing, please consider donating blood on that day. This is the Friday before we leave for Thanksgiving break. There are critically low shortages of blood supply in our local area right now. Carter Blood Care will be handling our blood drive, and they will also be performing antibody testing on all successful donations. The appointment slot begins at 9 a.m. and ends at 2:05 p.m. In other news, due to the ease of restrictions on large gatherings, the City of Frisco has approved the request to hold our grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony. This event will take place this Saturday, November 7th, here at Rock Hill. The ribbon cutting will start at 5 p.m. and the fireworks show will start around 5:45 p.m. There is plenty of lawn seating available while still following COVID guidelines. Masks will be required, as well as social distancing will be practiced. Khshaeta is collecting food donations for the Prosper Food Pantry Neighbors Nourishing Neighbors. Drop off non-perishable food items to room 1100 by Thursday, November 12th, and the food pantry says they need donations such as sugar, mesa, flour, cans of gravy, and chicken broth to help with Thanksgiving needs.
Khshaeta always wants to get involved in any type of community service project to serve our community, and being that it's the holiday season coming up, we figured that participating in a food drive would be a great way to do that. And this is also a way that not only our in-person students can help out with, but also our virtual students.
Khshaeta shared if we gather a surplus of donations, the extra food items will go to the counseling office to start a food pantry on campus. That's all for today's news. Back to you, Grant.
Fine arts helps students show their creativity and passion. Khshaeta Cama takes a deep look into the National Art Honor Society and how it benefits the students.
Individuality can come in many forms and be expressed through a variety of talents. RHHS President Khshaeta uses her talents to showcase her creativity.
I joined my freshman year. My sophomore year, I became an officer. And then when the schools split, I was the only officer going to Rock Hill, so I became president. Giving people the incentive of like an honor society would get more involved in the program, and people would become like more involved, and they would be able to develop their passions in a way that they probably wouldn't have without the Honor Society.
National Art Honor Society has been influencing students in a positive way in order to help them find ways to boost their creativity and be part of a proactive organization.
We get to influence creativity a great deal because our students are able to problem solve new ideas. There's not one answer for their artwork.
You can apply it to other things. And then also, I feel like it's really important to have something that like calm you down and de-stress you. And I feel like art is a really good way for that. Even if you don't like art or you're not good at it, like sometimes the repetitive nature of it, like trying again and again, teaches you patience.
Although it is not like other honor societies, it gives students the same opportunities and teaches them skills to use in everyday life.
What they get from NAS, they're given the opportunity to get out of their comfort zone by actually displaying their heart and soul to the public.
National Art Honor Society helps bring kids together to express themselves through drawings, paintings, or other forms of art. For HTN Daily, I'm Khshaeta Cama.
It may be a bye week for football, but that doesn't mean that nothing exciting is happening in our Blue Hawk athletic programs. Bronwyn Liber is in studio with information on the girls basketball and what they've done to prepare for their first official game tonight in today's season pass.
Thank you, Grant. This past Tuesday, our girls basketball team played their second scrimmage against both Lake Dallas and Frisco Memorial to help prepare for their coming season. Both JV and varsity played a total of 4 games, 2 against each school. JV ended with a clean sweep, winning all 4 games. Although varsity fought hard, they were not as successful, only winning their 3rd and 4th game. One against Lake Dallas with a final score of 18-15, and one against Memorial ending with a score of 18-14. Tonight we will see our girls basketball freshmen and varsity take on Naaman Forest at Naaman Forest. Freshmen start at 5 p.m. and varsity will start at 6:30 p.m. Lastly, a reminder that volleyball plays tonight at home against Denison, and JV will start at 5 and varsity will start at 6. So make sure to come out and show your support. That's all for today's season pass. Up next, Madison Wells sits down with senior varsity volleyball player Taylor Bass to hear about the team's chemistry as they approach playoffs.
Thank you. I'm here with varsity setter Taylor Bass. So Taylor, with it being y'all's first season together, everything you've accomplished is very impressive. What do you think got your team to the point y'all are at now?
Yeah, so I think what got us to the point we're at now is like we just work really hard and we work really well together. Our team just has a very good chemistry, and so through that we were able to like be a united team and work together and just go out and dominate on the court. And we also have really high energy, and that's a really, really important thing in volleyball.
Yeah, definitely. So with playoffs coming up, what do you think your chances are of making it?
We're relatively confident about making playoffs. We still have 2 more games that we need to win to decide whether we're in playoffs, and those games are going to be tough, but we're going to go in with just a positive attitude, high energy, and just do our absolute best to beat those teams and to secure our spot.
Yeah. So how does it feel to have this experience your senior year since you didn't decide to play volleyball last year?
It's really cool. Coach M asked me for a long time, finally convinced me after several months of asking me to come play volleyball again, and I'm so thankful I did it. I didn't even know how much I missed it, and like the first game that we went back, I had so much fun. I had a smile on my face the whole time, and even throughout the rest of the games, like I have a smile on my face all the time because I'm just so happy to be here and just so thankful to Coach M for getting me to play again.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for being here, Taylor. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all for today's show. For HTN Daily, I'm Troyce Murphy.
I'm Bronwyn Liber.
And I'm Grant Johnson. Mask up and rock on.